Hello everyone, this video is a step-by-step guide on how to wash your car, including all the products and tools you actually need, and we're going to be talking a bit about different methods you could use to wash your car. Okay, so starting with the tools and the products, the first step is going to be to wash the wheels. So you would need a wheel cleaner. You could use an all-purpose cleaner, which basically gives the same results. So I have an all-purpose cleaner diluted 1 to 15, so it is very economical. I have a pump sprayer, but you could just put it in a spray bottle and it's going to be the same thing. Now to agitate the wheel, I have a small bristle brush where I can use them on the tire and the wheel, or you could use a microfiber wash mitt like this one. In my wheel bucket I have more brushes, but these are optional as you can get some pretty good results with only one brush if you are on a budget. Next, to wash the car, there's pretty much two methods. One where you can use rinseless wash, which I have a video made on this one if you want to go check it out, or the traditional foam cannon. So with a car soap, you put it in the foam cannon and just cover the car in thick foam. For the wash medias, you could opt to wash the car with a legacy sponge, which is what I wash my car with most of the time. So this encapsulates the dirt into all those small cubes and then releases the dirt when you put it back in your bucket. Or you could use a normal wash mitt. I have a grit guard at the bottom to really get the dirt out of the bucket so it all goes at the bottom and not stick to the water at the top. So I have two buckets, one for the wheels and one for the wash media. After washing the car, you would need something to dry the car and add a bit of protection. This is why we have a ceramic sealant here. There are different kinds of protection. One where you can spray off and rinse off, which automatically beads up, and this one where you just apply it to the towel and dry the vehicle. So a sealant and also a drying towel to dry the car. When the car is all dry and the tires are dry as well, you could use a tire shine to make the tires pop a little more. So depending on what gloss you are trying to get, these are three that I recommend strongly, that I like the finish of them a lot. So after doing this for about 3 years, I have learned what method works the best for me and what I find is the most efficient. So I will be first doing the wheels, and on my third wheel I will be foaming the car to get all the grit. This is pretty much the pre-wash on the car, and then I will rinse it off and do a rinseless wash where I can dry automatically after without even rinsing at the end. So that's my preferred way to do it. As a business, I think this is the most efficient way, and it also gives great results. So first we fill up two buckets, one for the wheels, one for the wash. Make sure you have gloves on because we are dealing with chemicals, so you want to protect your skin. And now we can hop on right onto the wash. The first step is going to be just rinsing off the wheel and around the wheel, so in the wheel wells as well, to really get the initial dirt off, and then we can put on the product and start with our agitation. Now we apply the product. And we start brushing. So as I said, depending on what results you're trying to get, you could buy some other brushes like this one to get inside the barrels, and then we can rinse it off. So I just finished washing my third wheel and I'm on to my fourth one now, but before I start doing it, I will start foaming the car first because I can get that pre-wash to work on the paint while I do the fourth wheel, and then I can just rinse off when I'm done doing the wheel. So this is just a more efficient way to do it. If you're not stressed or you have time, you can do the fourth wheel and then go on to the foam cannon stage. Now, since it is pretty sunny outside, I will only do half the vehicle first, so one step at a time, because I don't want any of the chemical to dry on the paint and leave some water spots or anything like that. So I'll foam the other side, come do my fourth wheel, and then rinse off the foam I just put. So now I can rinse off this side. Once the foam is all rinsed off, I like to take care of the bugs. So normally they are on the mirrors, on the front windshield, and on the front bumper. So you can use the same APC you use for the wheel, spray it on those areas, and then you can scrub a little bit more because those are pretty hard to remove. So usually you want to agitate them with either your microfiber towel or a small sponge dedicated for those bugs. So this is what I'll do. Again, if it is sunny, make sure you always respray the car to keep it cool. So just use your water and respray the car a bit so it doesn't dry up and the paint stays cool. So now the next step is going to be to do our contact wash. For this, I will do rinseless wash. So I put rinseless wash in my bucket and I have the legacy sponge where I want it to be barely dripping, just like this. And first I will be spraying rinseless wash on the paint just to add a bit more lubricity. Now onto the contact wash. So as I said, barely dripping. You want to just slide it across the paint, no pressure. And once you have one panel done, this is very easy. So I just did with the red side. You flip it and then you have a new and completely safe side to put on the paint. Then you just dump it in the bucket, squeeze it a bit, and all the dirt's gonna be off. This is why I love the legacy sponge so much. When washing your car, always use the same motion. So normally you want to use your contact wash the same way that the wind comes onto your car when driving. So for example, if you drive, the wind comes in front of your car and just slides like this. So you would want to go the same way as the wind, so that maybe if there are some dirt or some debris that's left on the paint, you will not add some scratches that are in circles. So always the same way, and that should make your paint look a lot better at the long term, as there will be less circular micro scratches on the paint. So if the paint starts to dry up, make sure you apply some more product, some more rinseless wash. Okay, so now that I have this side all washed up with Rinseless Wash, the amazing thing about Rinseless Wash is that you can dry immediately after. So I will put some protection. This is ceramic gloss by DIY Detail. This is basically you spray it on, wipe it off, and then the paint is protected, and you just added a lot of gloss and slickness to the paint. So I will prime my towel first. So maybe do 4 or 5 sprays. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to have a bit of protection on there, and then 1 spray per panel, and you can start immediately drying the paint. The slickness it gives is awesome, and it's very easy to use also. You can use this on glass, plastics, pretty much everything, so we'll do that. Okay, so this side is all done. You can see the paint is looking pretty good. We have a nice gloss, a nice slickness, and to compare with the other side that isn't done, you can see a lot of dirt. So this is what we were able to get off with just a simple wash. So now that this side is done, I can foam again the other side of the car and do the same exact process. So foam, we rinse off, we apply some Rinseless Wash, we do our contact wash, and then we can dry the vehicle, and we are going to be done. So yes, the sun did quite slow us down, but it is very important that you do not leave any chemicals or hard water on top of your paint, as they are going to leave minerals, or you could also get some chemical stains embedded in your paint, which are pretty hard to remove. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. We're gonna rinse it off and then proceed on to the contact wash. Now that this side is done as well, the whole entire car is finished. It was pretty quick. Now as you can see, the gloss is just amazing and it looks almost brand new. Now on the other side, because I just finished this one, we can see the tires are already dried. This is where we will apply the dressing. I will also apply a dressing on the plastics because they're kind of faded and have some rock chips, so the plastics became kind of white at the bottom. So yep, these are the tire dressings that I have used and that I found work the best for me and that look the best. This is only a tire dressing, as I want to apply some plastic dressing as well. We'll use Carpro Pearl. This is my go-to for right now. I like the look it gives, so we will apply this product, and now the car will be all done and will look amazing. To apply the dressing, there's multiple ways. You could use a tire applicator like this one. You can use a brush, just like a soft bristle brush, or just a normal applicator. So for this one, I'm gonna use a brush, which I find is the most efficient. You get more coverage, also get to use maybe a bit less product, and for bigger tires, it is way faster. So I'm gonna use a brush with a spray. So I'm just going to spray in the brush and then apply the dressing. These are also soft bristles, so I could use the same brush on the plastics without doing any damage. So that way it's going to be way faster than using two applicators that I need to prime from the start. Okay, so I will now prime the brush, so just spray it a couple times on there to get some product, and then I just go ahead and brush like this, get inside. Inside the tires. So now, as you can see, we get a nice and black finish, not too glossy. You can find different products depending on what you like, so shinier or more matte finishes. So just a quick look on the plastics. You just brush it in like that and go around the entire vehicle. This leaves a nice and black finish, as you can see. So I'm gonna finish the vehicle and let you guys see how it looks at the end. So there you have it, a clean and amazing looking car. Remember that with the plastic and tire dressing, you can coat the plastics inside the wheelbarrow to just give it a more awesome look. The paint came out super glossy, and this is what will conclude this video. So I want to thank all of you for watching. Remember, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.